Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to part 3 of our project of doing a storage building. We had videos about the part 1. We finished the ground floor. Yesterday we did some work on the first floor and we left it somewhere. So today we shall continue from where we left. And I am grateful for those who have kept going with us, because I'm sure you are picking one or two things along the way. And with software, it is all about your consistency, your passion, and the time you put in. Because if you don't put your time or give it time, trust me, everything you learn in a day will evaporate the next day. So you need to always give your best to the software. Make sure that you divide your time between other things that you want to do and also to practice the software. That is, if you really want to learn this to the extent where it can become a source of revenue for you, because being an architectural designer is lucrative, I must say. People are building houses every day. That means there's need for architectural designers all over the world. So if you have these skills, probably you end up creating another stable source of income for yourself. Not to talk so much, we are diving straight to our project. This is where we left the project yesterday. As you can see from the 3D, I am in the 3D. As I told you, you can get your 3D from this part here that says default 3D view. When you click on this house, it will show you this 3D. When I checked the 3D, I found that there are some components that are missing in our first floor or the floor above the ground floor. So here there are no doors to these rooms, even to this store and washroom. Also, there is no door that is taking people outside this part. So we are going to put these doors. After putting the doors, we shall actually start modeling, doing some bit of facading and things like that, because we want to finish this project and see what we have achieved, so that we can also start another project. We shall be doing more projects until you become really comfortable with the tools of this software. I hope you are liking this so far. I will appreciate if you give me a feedback of how far you have come with us and see if we have helped you enough. So we are going to our first floor level. You come to your project browser, you look for the level where you're supposed to work. So this upper part is the first floor. So I'll double click on it. I'll open it here. As you can see, it doesn't have, there are no doors here, there are no doors here, and there's no door here. So for this part, let me first come to the ground floor. I'll pick one door that we use. I'm also seeing there are no doors inside. There are no doors actually at all. I don't know where our doors have gone, but the good things I have the components. I have the components here in the previous project that we did, but I think I'll just load. I'll just load from the library. So I'll come to, for example, door. Then I can see this is the exterior door, but we can only use this exterior door on the first floor here. So on the first floor, I will only use the exterior door on this side here. And of course, exterior doors are supposed to open outwards. So you click on the door, you click on these two signs that are showing that you can change direction. You click on it to flip it on the other side so that it opens from outside. Then we shall now need doors for the interior rooms. So if I come to my ground floor, I go to architecture, I come to doors, then I come to this part. You'll see that these are basic generic doors, but we want those that look at least classic. So I will come to this part that says load family. So I'll click on load family. It will take us to our library, and from the library we can be able to load these doors. I hope this time it will load. Let's try this. Oh, I can now see why these doors were not loading for us last time, because they are showing these are curtain doors. So curtain doors can only be used in curtain walls. Curtain walls are basically glasses. These are walls that are created with glasses. So we shall need to look for other doors that are not curtain wall doors. So we have this. I I really don't. Okay, I appreciate mostly glass doors, but for the interior we can use wooden doors. It's okay. So let's choose one and go with that. I don't know if you like this or this or this. I'm quite confused, but I'll go with I think let's go with this and open it. It will open here. Then we can use it. So we shall need a door here for the store, and it has to open from inside. Then we shall need a door here for this washroom. This washroom is very small, and I think I'm going to use a sliding door for it. But for now, let me just place this here as a placeholder. Then we need a door here for this side, and we shall also flip it. Later we need another door here. You realize I just keep placing doors. I just keep placing those, and this part is supposed to be linked to this wall. So we shall escape a few times. I'll link this to this one. I'll just drag, really. I don't need to stress myself. Then this door we shall flip it to this side. Then this one we shall flip it to this side. Those are supposed to be closer to the wall. If you can see, this distance seems to be small. Let us first measure it here, from here to here. It is 1000. It is not actually small. That means this door is too big for our interior rooms. An interior door can only be around 900 something millimeters, 900 or 950, 910. But really, to have an interior door that is 1000, it's not okay. So we're going to edit. We click on edit type. Then from here we shall I'm seeing here this door's width is 900, but I don't understand why it has occupied all the space that we have. It is here occupying almost a space of 1000 millimeters. Let me see again. Masonry insights. Rough width is here. It is showing it is 1000. That means there's something that is lacking. So it is still height is this. Then the thickness. Then the height, the width. Let's look around. Let me try and change this to 800 and see what it will tell us. So now I've reduced it to 800. Let's see from down here. Now here it is showing that the rough width is 900. So we shall go with that, and this one has also changed. So we can leave a space from the wall. I'm seeing here 50. Yeah, I think that is okay. Then for this we need like 100. So for you to change that measurement or the distance from the wall to the door, you just click on the door. It will show distance from both ends. So we shall click on this one here. This starts from this wall to the door. So we can just say we will need a space of 100 millimeters, something like that. So this door will come to this room. Then we also need a door here. We're going to say we click on this door. We come to create similar. Then we put a door here, and we escape a few times. we need this door to flip on the other side by clicking here. Then I want the distance from the wall to be just 100, something like that. So I'll save this work because I don't understand why these doors disappeared first of all yesterday. Then for this one, we shall also click here and then we reduce this distance to 100 so that it stays closer to the wall. These things are crowded. Let me move this one to the other side so that we can see our door very well. And then this one, we shall also move it the other side so that then for the washroom, we need I think a sliding door, because you realize this door takes 900 space of 900 millimeters. That means it will leave us with a very small room, really very small room. But before we do that, we need to place these doors on our first floor up. So what I'll do, I'll just copy one of the doors. I'll say create similar, then I'll come to the first floor. If yours is not open, you come to your project browser, you double click on it, then the door will be active, so you can just place your doors. I'll place one here, I'll place another one here, then I'll place a door here, I'll place another door here. Now we are going to start flipping these doors because every interior door has to open inward. So this one, we shall flip it inside and also this side, because doors are supposed to also open towards the wall, not towards the center of the room. I hope that is how your experience is at home. So this one has to be 100 millimeters closer to the wall. This one also has to be 100 millimeters closer to the wall so that they don't take a lot of our space. Then of course this also 100 millimeters closer to the wall. Then this one we're going to flip it, then we shall make it is already 100 millimeters, so this one can remain like that. So this is the distance. This washroom is really big. It's big because we said we are having it for both bathing and also our normal uh, short calls and other stuff. So I am going to now change the door that we had in the ground floor for the washroom. That is supposed to be a sliding door because we don't want this door to occupy a lot of space. So we shall go to our texture. In fact, I'll just say this. You can say if you are going to edit family, it will just edit this. But if you say pick a new host, when you come to pick a new host, it should be able to delete this. Now what we want is really to go to the library and we pick a new family. So we shall delete this for now. We go to architecture, we click on door, then we come to load family. We go and look for probably a sliding door. I don't know if we are going to get, but I am hopeful that we shall get one because there are not a lot in this library. Residential, these are residential doors. Exterior slide, door slide lift. So it's going to be really hard for us to get a sliding door for our room, our washroom. So for that case, we shall just still go with this, and I want you to just pick out the point that this would have been better if we had a sliding door, because at least a sliding door will give us some space, and we don't take all the space for the washroom, because I can't really get a sliding door now, and it will take a lot of time looking for that, but we need to proceed with our design. So if you will go back to your own discoveries, you put here sliding door so that it doesn't take a lot of the space here. And this part, I don't understand why it is like this. This is, I think, yeah, this is kitchen. So kitchen is open, and I'm just going to connect this with this wall. Then I'll come to my project. From the project, this is the project we are designing, of course, you know that. So I'll come to its ground floor, and I have some openings that I'll want to pick. In fact, I can also get sliding doors from here as well. So I'll pick this sliding door. I'll say, let me first go down and delete this wall, this door, so that I can now replace it with this one. I'll click on this. I'll say copy to clipboard. I come to this ground floor. I look for door. Then I paste. I say okay. It will load it. And then I can place it here like that. So of course, we want this door to open from this side to this side. That means we are going to flip it like this. So it will open from here to that side. So for smaller rooms like this, we can use sliding doors. Then I also want this opening. You see, this is actually a door frame. It's just a door frame, and you can, it doesn't have the door structure. It's just, it creates that opening inside the room where you don't want to have a real door, but you can have this opening as a door frame. So we are going to also copy it. We go to this place, come to door, we paste. You realize these ones are mostly used in the kitchens because sometimes you don't want to have a door, a real lock, a door that you can lock for the kitchen. So the kitchen is most times supposed to be an open concept, but for that matter, you can just have an opening like this. We're going to create similar also for the store, something like that. Then we shall bring it closer to this wall, 100. I hope no one is lost. If there's anything you don't understand, please leave it in the comment section so that I will know how I can help you. So we now have this sliding door for this washroom, and then we have these opening doors that is called the doors passage. And then I think we have done all our doors, except I want in the first floor, I want this washroom door to also be a sliding door. So I'll delete this. Then I'll come to my ground floor. I'll pick this sliding door. I say create similar. I'll come to the first floor. Then I place it here. And it is in the right direction where it is supposed to open. So like that. This one gives you a lot of space inside because it is just slides. So we're going to move it a little bit inside, and we give this 100, something like that. So yeah, this is what we have so far. If we come to our 3D, this is what we have. We have placed this door. We have placed doors inside here. Now you realize this sliding door is longer than this door, so we need to fix this, because every door all the openings, doors, windows, they must have the same head height, so they can't be unequal like this. So when you click this, the head height for this is 2.1, and then if you click on this, you realize the head height is 2.5. That means this door must increase in terms of the head height. So now when you come to edit type, after selecting the wall, if the height is 2.1, we shall just now increase the height to 2.5. From here we say apply and apply. This will affect all the doors that are similar to that because we didn't edit type. So all of them now have the same head height with the rest. So the head height has to be the same for windows, doors, all these things, because this is where the ring beam starts or sits. Yeah. Now, so far, that's what we have. So I guess we can now proceed to our roofing. We are going to roof this house. After roofing, we shall now start our facading or modeling, or you can say designing the exteriors the way we want it to come out. And we promise to do a beautiful work, and that one has not been washed away. So let's do the roofing of this house. For now, I'll close now this project because we have used the components that we want, but this is what we want to achieve, and we want to achieve even better than this. We shall not do exactly this, but I want us to model something better than this. So for now, I'll close this because we are going to the roofings now. Let's come to our roof plan. Here it is, the roof level here. So you realize I don't know if this is the same roof level we have for this house. Let's first go to our elevation and see our roof level. Yes, our roof level is here. Yeah. So now what we're going to do, we need to, since the kind of roof we are going to create, it will be a lean-to, because I've always been doing a lean-to roof, and a lean-to roof that will have that will be hidden with the parapet walls. I want to see how far these ones go. Yeah, they go up to this far. So now the roof level is not showing for us what is down, what is on the first floor. So let's try and come and see from here what it is saying, because the levels have to, at least we should be able to see what is down, what is on the ground. Range top level unbounded. When you click here, we have to see the first floor like this. This is what you are supposed to see. So it the underline was not shown, so it was showing us this none. That's why this area was looking blank and we could not see our ground floor, our both ground floor and the first floor. Now we're going to roof only the first floor, which is this part here. I want to do I'm going to create a roof that starts from let's say here, it goes like this and comes here. Then I'll do another roof from here, it will go that side. Or we can even decide to do a roof from here to here, then another roof from here goes that side. I don't know which one is better, but let's try out. So if you want to create your roof, you come to architecture, then you look for roof, which is here. And then we're going to click on the drop down and we shall do roof by footprint. Then of course we need to edit type, just like the way we did floor, the way we did walls, we are going to do the same for the roof. So here I will duplicate this roof and say our roof. So you can rename it the way you want. We say okay, we're going to edit it. So you realize the roof has a lot of things inside here. The finish, the thermal air, the finish, the structure. But I'm going to delete almost everything here, and I'll be left with the structure still plus. I just want this to be 15 millimeters thick. So I'll put this to 15 millimeters thick, and we shall say okay, I don't want to change a lot of materials and stuff like that for now. I'll just click OK. I say apply and OK. Now after setting or creating materials like that, you come to either drawing lines or you pick lines. But of course pick lines is always the ideal, and it is the best way to achieve this. So we shall pick lines. Click here, then you start picking lines. For now we shall create an offset, because for a roof we need to leave some gap for what we call the duct, where water is going to be collected, or you can say the gutters. The gutter will load water to the duct so that our roof doesn't leak. So we shall offset some kind of a distance from the wall so that we can create our gutter. So we can leave let's say 300 space of 300 millimeters from the exterior, from the interior side of the wall. So I'll click here, then we pick this, then we pick this, then I want to finish it here, something like that. So what we are going to do is I'll connect this using the trim to extend tool. This connects with this, and then this connects with this. So this is the first part of our roof. If we leave this roof like this, if I just finish it, make sure when this one pops up you say don't attach, because if you attach it will bring all the walls to this roof, so you don't have to attach. Then we come to our 3D. This is the kind of roof we shall have. This one gives us a hipped roof. As you can see, this is a hipped roof, but we are not going with the hipped roof as I told you before. So we shall click on this roof, then we say edit footprint, and of course we shall go to our roof level. From the roof level we need to know where we want our water to flow, where the roof should lead the water. So now for our case, they say water must, the roof has to slope to the nearest slope, or an exterior side. So for us now, the distance from here to here is longer than the distance from here to here. That means our water will flow this side. So what we are going to do is I'll remove the slope from here. You just click on it, you come to this part, you uncheck this slope, you come to this, you uncheck this slope, you come to this, you uncheck this slope. And then for this one, you see the angle they are giving it is 30 degrees. That is a lot. It is very high. So we shall go with 5. I'll just go with 5 degrees. And from there you can click OK. You always don't attach. Then when you come to your 3D, this is what we have. You see that? So the roof is sloping this side, and our water will be flowing this side. So we shall need to create another roof for this side. let's go back to our roof plan. So we have created the roof for one side. We need another roof for this side. So what we need to do is we follow the same procedure. You can either click on this, say you create similar, or you can simply come to architecture tab, you go to roof, and you still do roof, you still choose roof by footprint. It will bring us to the roof that we created. So you pick your pick lines, then you also start picking lines, but of course you remember we are giving it an offset of 300. So now we shall also pick the interior sides of this. Shall pick for this, we shall pick for this, shall pick for this, then we shall pick for this. So we need to connect it. We shall connect using our trim to extend or extend to corner. We shall extend this to this. We shall extend this to this. We shall extend this to this. So we want, which one is the shortest distance here? Here the shortest distance is here. Then this side the shortest distance is here. We could even decide and divide this roof into two. We do one here that will pour water here, then we do another that will pour water this side. But I think we shall do this side because this uh, this area is not really so wide for this roof to pour water this side. So we shall leave this water to pour this side, and we shall take off this slope. We 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 take off this slope. Then we give this 5 degrees like that. Then we say okay, we finish it. We don't attach it at all. So our roof has been placed there. That is the second roof, and it is pouring water this side. Now there's something we did. Let's first go to the roof level. There's something we did. Remember, we left space for the gutters, but in the middle we also left space, which is not ideal because the gutters will be outside here. This side we shall use the parapet wall to cover it. Now we need to bring this roof to this wall, then we bring this one also to this wall, so that we shall create a parapet wall in the middle here to separate the roofs. So what we are going to do, you can either click just here, you say edit footprint, or you can also come to your 3D. So from here I can just say pick lines, then I'll pick this one here. That is enough. I'll come to trim or extend to corner. I'll trim this to this. I'll bring that to this. But of course we don't need this slope here. We shall uncheck it. Then this one here we shall delete it. Say okay, that one is done. You don't attach. Then we also need to do the same for this. We edit footprint from here. Then we pick line, we pick the interior, we come to trim or extend to corner. We extend this to that one. We extend this to this one. We take off this slope from here. Then we delete this one inside so that it sits here. Don't attach. Now we have this wall here. We shall use it to create our parapet wall from here up to this side. So now our roof is here. The roof has been created, but of course for now it is just hanging in air, and we're going to create what? A floor for this part here. We don't want this place to be like this. Of course you need to create ceiling, that one. If you be doing interiors, you can create ceilings, but for now we shall just create a floor for this part so that the roof sits on something. So what we are going to do, we shall this one we shall not create it on the roof floor or roof level. We shall come to the first floor. Remember, not the ground floor. We shall come to the first floor, and okay, this one we shall do it at the roof floor, because whatever floor we create at the first floor, it will also sit. It will sit at the base, so we don't want that. So I'll create it here at the roof floor or roof level. So you come to architecture, then you go to your floors by the architectural floors. So now for this, the floors are not going to be as thick as the ground floor. So we shall add the type. I'll just duplicate it. I'll say maybe top floor. I don't know. Top floor. I want to give it, I think we can still leave it 150. Okay. Then, okay. So I'll still come to pick lines. As usual, I'll pick lines. I'll start picking these lines. Also, again, I'm picking the interior walls or interior sides of the walls. That's not supposed to be there, but we shall delete it anyway. So now this one is an offcut. This one is an offcut. I will delete it. Then we need to trim and extend this to corners. We come to trim. We trim this and this. We look for, I think, others okay. Yeah, others okay. So if you have done this, you just tick from here. Our floor has been created, and if you come to the roof plan here, you can't see inside the wall, or you can't see inside the room anymore, because we have covered it with the floor up. And the only thing that is remaining for this roof to take shape is for us to create the parapet walls. So we're going to create the parapet walls from the roof level. So from here, we need the parapet wall on top of this, all the way here and all around here. So let's come to our wall, and then we choose the architectural wall. It will give us the basic wall. So now we're going to create from, you make sure, because our wall faces are picking the wall center lines, you need to make sure the center lines are appearing like this, so that the walls you don't draw them off the grid. You see, when you pick this, it will draw exactly on those walls. Now this parapet wall will stop here, and then I'll start another one here. I'll take it all the way to this one, then I'll start another one here. It comes all the way to this. Let me see. Yeah, it has to come all the way to this, if you are not so sure of your if you think your hand is shaking, you can use shift so that it will be straight there. Then we can finish it up from here, but I don't see this one being in the center. So what we are going to do, we can let me try and see if I can extend this. If I can extend this to that. Okay, we need to draw similar. I'll create similar from here. Let's just do that. So we're going to now link this. We shall link now this to that using our trim to extend like that. So if you come to the 3D, this is what we have so far, and these walls are really very high, because this is 3.5 meters high. That's not what we want. We're going to select all instances visible in view, but of course, if you do that, you're going to select all the walls on your house. So we will not do that. I'll select this. I'll use the control to select this, this, and this. So let's give it, let's give it 1000 and see what we have. Yeah, 1000 has hidden the roof very well. You see how the roof is no longer appearing here. That one has hidden the roof. And then we are going to also create another wall from this side. So let's go to our roof plan. We're going to, instead of going to that texture tab, we shall just click on any of the walls. Then we come to create similar. So we shall create a wall from here. Let's create a wall from here up to here. Then we'll create another one here. I guess up to here. We can create another one here up to here. Let me see. Well, yeah. Then we can create another wall. Can create another wall maybe from which one is our wall? From here. Here. So we can create another wall from here. We are going to connect these walls because I couldn't see well. So yeah, now from here we are going to use our trim and extend tool again. Connect this wall to this. We connect this wall to this. Then we're going to connect this wall to this. Yeah, I think that is it. Then this one, of course, we shall just drag it inside. Then if we come to our 3D, of course, that's what we shall have. But we want this side of the wall to be a bit taller than that side. So you realize this wall and this have not, they are not aligning to each other. So we come to our roof level. This part here must enter there. Then we want this wall, this side of the roof, to be higher than this other one. Since we gave the other one 1000, this we can select this. Then we give it, let's say 1200 for now. Let's see. Then we go to our 3D and see it if the difference is much. That difference is very small for me. I'll click here, then I'll say 1.3. Yeah, like that. That I think can work for now. So then we shall also need to now partition this wall from this one. Then we also need to partition this from this one so that we can give it the same, we can give them the same height with this one here. So back to the roof level, we're going to split this wall, split it here in the middle. Then of course this side we shall give it 1.3. And then this wall we shall also split it here. I'll split it again in the middle here, and we give it 1.3. And then of course now we can finish these ones. I'm selecting using the control tool. All these will go to 1.3. So let's see what we have in the 3D. So now we have something like this. This part is a bit down, this one is higher. That's what I wanted to achieve. It was the plan. So it will give us also an option to design each side differently. with the unique designs. So now I think our walls are done, but of course this the areas for the gutters will need to be filled in. So you can create your gutters here with the slab as well. Create a slab around here so that you have your gutters. Yeah, the gutters. So you make sure you also create a duct, which we are going to do, of course. So I'll create a duct from the ground floor up to the level up here. So that is what we have achieved as far as this project is concerned. Uh, Now we are basically left with the designing this house, because we have done the hard parts where you have to make sure you do measurements here and there. But now what is really left is basically designing. That is creativity, pure creativity, what you can offer the world to see, because now what they will see out is your creative mind. So I think with this we shall start our modeling in the next episode of this project, because if we start it now we might not really do something so tangible, because we need to take our time. We need to give this time so that we model something very well. And I don't want to take you in a rush that you don't understand anything just because we want to finish to learn. You need to always make sure you understand. You go slow, you understand until you learn all the concepts before we can proceed with of course the facading and beautifying the house. I have not left windows in these areas because we are going to use curtain walls here. We can even use curtain windows, but of course now we already have doors here, so I'll only do curtain walls. Maybe this side we can do curtain window, something like that, so that our house is not too much of wall things. Actually, in one of the comments, someone told me that we need to do a lot of glass work, so we might probably do that. And thank you so much for the far you have come into this project. I believe you have learned something, and I always encourage you to leave a comment in the comment section so that I'll know how I can help you if there's any challenge so far. So we shall meet again to start what we call facade work, or beautifying our design. And this side, I think I'll also do here curtain wall, because this side looks plain. We shall do a curtain wall here so that this side looks a bit modern. And of course we shall do the modern contemporary design on this house. So thank you so much, and please do subscribe to Lulwa Tech Design, and share this with your friends. And if you like what you see, please give us a like. Thank you. See you next time.